Grasshopper Manufacturer is a well-known studio known for making games like The Silver Case, Killer 7, Lollipop Chainsaw, and their biggest hit, No More Heroes, which put them on the map. No More Heroes is an action-adventure hack-and-slash game with the main goal being to kill the top 10 assassins above you so you can be the number 1 assassin. And right off the bat, you can see one of the reasons why the game did so well, the combat. The main weapon you use is Travis's beam katana, which is really fun once you learn the controls. And the motion control gimmick doesn't drag the game at all. It's actually one of the reasons why it's fun to play. It kind of makes you feel more like Travis when you're swinging the Joy-Cons compared to the button controls, which isn't bad, but in my personal opinion, it makes the game less fun, but I understand why it's there though. You can also lock onto enemies, blocking most of their attacks. You can even block gunfire too, which looks pretty cool when you're blocking an automatic gun, but unfortunately you can't block forever as there's a battery on the katana that can run out if it's used too long without charging it. Charging doesn't take a whole lot to do, just jerk off the katana for a moment by shaking the Joy-Con left and right. Downside to beating your shit though is that you're very vulnerable to enemies, unlike the battery pickup where you just break the box and get the battery for max battery. Health in No More Heroes is also shown by this pixel heart. To restore it, just do the same thing as the max battery pickup. The heart has multiple layers represented by different colors. You can upgrade it by doing the boss battles, having it as a prize for them, or training at the gym where you can also upgrade your katana combo and your strength. There are also wrestling moves called throw moves. When you kick or punch people, they might get stars above their head, and this happens, kick or punch them to do a wrestling move. It's mainly effective against bosses since it just tears through their health like it's no one's business. But there's also this slot machine mechanic. If you hit 3 of anything, you get a really powerful ability for a certain amount of time, going from being really fast or to killing everybody on screen. There's also this dark step mode where if you keep hitting left or right on the analog stick while an enemy's attacking you, you can circle around them and allowing you to hit them. And if you attack an enemy the same time they attack you, you get a chance time where you both have to waggle the Joy-Con back and forth so you can kill them. If you don't do it hard enough though, they just kill you. The open hub world, aka Santa Destroy, is where you earn most money. Work out, buy clothes, videotapes, and weapons. The main way to get around in Santa Destroy is by using Travis's big ass, maybe street legal bike called the Sculptor. You can use the nitrous on it, and you can also swing the right Joy-Con up to make the bike jump as well. You can also walk, but it's pretty slow, unless you get the sprint ability from Locative Balls. Locative Balls are collectibles in Santa Destroy. Get enough and you go to this bar where you'll find Locative himself, an alcoholic Russian trainer for Travis. Also, side note, when I was looking for these balls, I found the border for Mexico, like right next to Santa Destroy. But it's on the east, which doesn't make sense because there's no way Mexico can be east, especially in California. And Suda51 himself said that Santa Destroy is in between LA and San Francisco. But the abilities that he gives you are based on the Killer 7 personas. When you get them all, he gives you a speech saying how Travis's path may not have a prize at the end, or it might not be good, but he should choose his own path. Next to the bar is the gym ran by your sensei, where you can improve your heart, katana combo, and strength, as I said before. Down the street is K Entertainment, a local evil advertising agency, but in reality, it's where you just take on assassin gigs for money. Also, the music plays inside is pretty banging. Speaking of earning money, another way to earn money is by actually getting a job at the job center from this dude who will one day master the secret to first class wealth. These jobs don't really involve killing at all. They're usually just boring tasks like mowing lawns, cleaning up graffiti, but they are required for getting better paying assassin gigs at K Entertainment. So if you like money, you better go pick up trash. You can also get gold, silver, and bronze medals in both assassin jobs or activities, or none if you suck shit at them. But they change the amount of money you get from them though, so try not to suck shit at them. There's also the No More Heroes Motel where you can save, change clothes, change your weapon, look at training cards, play with Gene, watch TV. There's also a map to see what activities you've done too. Right down the corner from the motel is Beefhead Videos ran by Travis's homeboy, Bishop. You can buy videotapes to learn wrestling moves there. And right behind the motel is Dr. Naomi's lab where you can buy 2 big things, beam katanas and upgrades for them. I almost forgot to talk about the clothing store, Area 51, where you get your Gucci. The story of No More Heroes is pretty straightforward. Kill the 10 assassins above you so you can be number 1. This whole killer competition is hosted by the UAA, United Assassins Association, which is totally illegal somehow, but Travis's connection to it is Sylvia Crystal. In Travis's words, she's an agent with this whatchamacallit association, and has a pretty French accent. It seems like he was kind of set up though, not knowing that killing a rank assassin puts you as the target if you stop killing those assassins, but he uses this as a chance to become number 1. If you're wondering about Travis, well, he's a 27-year-old dopey otaku assassin, basically a loser if he wasn't an assassin. Oh, and he also likes wrestling, if that wasn't apparent from his moves. Out of all Studa's stories, it doesn't really seem complex compared to something like The Killer 7 or Silver Case, but I'm pretty sure that might be one of the reasons why the game did as good. Not saying that the complex storytelling is bad, but No More Heroes really didn't need it at the time. No More Heroes was originally supposed to be an Xbox 360 game with the working name Project Heroes. It was suggested by Yasuhiro Wada, a game designer and producer, to put it on the Wii instead. Suda51, the director, designer, and writer of No More Heroes, also the man who formed Grasshopper Manufacturer in 1988, agreed to it because the unique control scheme that the Wii Remote and Nunchuck had. Unsurprisingly, a lot of inspiration from No More Heroes came from movies, actors, music, and the game name even originating from a song called No More Heroes by a UK punk band called The Stranglers. Another thing, like the ranking system, was based on a Mexican movie called El Tapo. Travis' personality was based on Johnny Knoxville and wrestler Josh Barnett. Surprisingly, the beam katana Travis uses is not based on Star Wars, but a Japanese show called Space Sheriff Gavan and a movie called Spaceballs. But it's close enough though, right? The city of San Destroy is based on San Diego, at least. I think Suda51 said he used the version of San Diego shown in Dirty Harry, but the whole movie's set in San Francisco though. And the two games that Grasshopper Manufacturer worked on, Samurai Champloo, Sidetrack, and Blood Plus One, Night Kiss, inspired the entire development of No More Heroes, which you can see little hints of here and there in the games. Circling back to the development of No More Heroes, Suda51 said in an interview that he wanted to make No More Heroes as violent or even more violent than Manhunt 2, which is given an AR rating, which is not surprising at all considering Manhunt. In 2007, the Game Developers Conference of a trailer showed No More Heroes, and it showed Travis using the beam katana to slice enemies in half and decapitate them too. It showed off a ton of blood just being poured out, at least, well, a ton for the Wii, but the Japanese and PAL versions of the games had to be censored with black pixels, or black clouds of pixels. The trailer also showed a lot of differences from the HUD in the final game, obvious one being its heart meter. It looks pretty unfinished, and the heart meter is probably the creepiest one though. It has a human heart. The beam katana Travis uses was actually supposed to be on his back instead of collapsing and being put on his belt. And the characters look pretty on point to the final game version though, with some minor details changed probably. The logo looks pretty much the same as the final version too, except it's white instead of red. No More Heroes was eventually released in December 2007 for Japan, January 22nd, 2008 for North America, and March of 2008 for the PAL and AU versions. The game received critical acclaim, getting 80s and 9s across the board, saying how intuitive the controls are and how satirical and how different it was from other third-party games that were coming out on the Wii at the time. A funny thing that happened at the Japanese launch is that Suda51 and Yasuhiro Wada were sitting at the Akabari Sofmap amusement selling copies at the launch, but for like 20 minutes straight, nobody came in and nobody bought any copies. Suda said the game sold poorly in Japan because the Wii had a casual target audience, but later he retracted the statement saying that No More Heroes was unlike any other Wii game at the time, so it would attract a different audience than the one Nintendo was currently making. Later on in 2010, it got a PS3 and Xbox 360 port, which was pretty poorly received, even if it had extra content. Even Suda himself said that the Wii version was more preferable to play. Later in 2020, though, it was actually ported to the Nintendo Switch and Windows in 2021, and had great reception due to just being a straight one-to-one port with like one song cut out due to licensing. But I have played both PC and Switch versions, and the games both pretty run good on both of them. The frame drops on the Switch version, but that's only really when like crazy shit happens in the open world. As for the Wii version, I never really played it because my Wii was iffy with running Wii games, but the games seem to run fine on there too. Same cannot be said with the PS3 port having the worst frame drops everywhere and having a worse style, and the extra content not really being worth it. As for the 360 version, it might probably run better not using the shitty cell processor, but it was only released in Japan for some reason. The one I'm using in this review is the Switch version. It retains pretty much every single element of the Wii version, but at a higher resolution and frame rate, and keeping, well, fundamental controls from it. No More Heroes arguably has had the biggest impact on Grasshopper Manufacturer in my opinion. I mean, it's the game that introduced me to them, and probably many others too. And I feel like without No More Heroes, a lot of older works by the company wouldn't be appreciated as much as they are now. And I think that's one of the important things that No More Heroes did. And if you're going to pick up the game, get the Switch version for the motion controls. It's like $20 too. Hope you enjoyed the video and shit and whatnot. And I hope you really enjoyed it because I got a new mic for this video. Bought it at Goodwill. But I'm under a blanket and it's hot as fuck in this blanket. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, you know, stars lined up, new video, whatnot. Crazy shit, right? But let's hope my new video doesn't take as long to come out though. So later.